I am intervention.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Jess McCormick, aka Mr. Intervention, back again. And the 7-5 Minneapolis Kings looking to take on the Tampa Bay Top Guns. Let's take a look at the team we're facing, as we'll be up against Bolitnikoff and Spielman as two of the gold players. They've got Youngblood and Trippy back there, as Neil O'Donnell will be the quarterback leading this team in this one. They're more of a run game type offense, and they're looking to try and see if they can do a lot here. O'Donnell, good passer, but we'll be looking to see if we can possibly disrupt him a bit as we take a look at the team standings. Kings with a one-game lead over the Indians in the Pacific North, and the Central Rhinos have that one clinched their playoff bound as the Legends have dominated the South after a slow start. They have won, I believe, 8 in a row. Now the Atlantic Conference, the Assassins have their division in wraps as they get a playoff berth. The Wasps and Ironmen are fighting it out in their divisions with a game lead there. So we're looking to see if they can potentially hold off the rest of the league. We'll be looking to see how well we can do against this team without our quarterback. We've been doing okay, but will it continue? Kings, Top Guns next. We are back home, Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Minneapolis Kings will be hosting the Tampa Bay Top Guns in this one here at Landmark Coliseum. As it's been a good minute since I've messed around with All-Pro Football 2K8, so if I'm showing a little rust, you'll know why. Fred Bolitnikoff, Dave Wilcox, top two guys out there. They'll have Jack Lee, Youngblood, Charlie Trippy, Neil O'Donnell, Tony Martin, Chris Spielman, Tony Nathan, Merrill Hodge, all out there to play some good football against us, as we will be without Fran Tarkenton for the rest of the season. But hopefully the rest of our guys can showcase some skills. So I'll be looking to try and see if we can throw some short passes, some screens, and trying to hopefully get the run game going, as the Top Guns will choose heads. And it is going to be heads. They will take the ball, so we will kick it. So it's a good start for us. We will get the ball in the second half. That's what I actually prefer doing. So hopefully we'll be able to continue with some good play today, as Kevin Epstein will kick this football, and this football game is underway, as that is going to be muffed, and it's going to be returned here all the way back down at the 7, as the kick was not recovered very well. So that's going to be great field position for us. Let's see if our defense can do something here. First and 10 here. Neil O'Donnell will start this off. He's got all set out of there with 3 receivers. And they will hand off. And it's going to be to the right, and that's going to go nowhere. Good penetration. I think it was Gallion that was back there with Kane as well. And they will hand off yet again, and this time a spin move, and that's going to run him back to the line of scrimmage. They will give him forward progress of 5 yards, though. Third down. Third and 5 now, as that was a pretty good run there with Trippy. As Trippy's going to get the handoff again this time, and he's not going to get the first, as he's going to be stopped. Bryce Pop was there. So Jay McDaniel making his way to the line here to start things off. As that handoff, Peterson's going to get the handoff. And he's going to have plenty of room around that left-hand side, and he's going to find the end zone touchdown, as the Minneapolis Kings don't have far to go. 1st and 10 now for Tampa Bay as the Top Guns look to see if they can improve. That first drive was just horrendous. I formation, strong left, they will hand off. And that's going to be Trippy. It's going to run straight through a couple of guys. And he's telling Peterson, hey, I can run too. Touchdown, Top Guns. So 2 plays offensively turn into scores. Charlie Trippy breaks a massive amount of tackles there, and he is gone. Going back to pass here, going to dump this one off to Peterson. He's going to get that, and he's going to have a good chunk of yards there, about 13. First down as they're back at the 41-yard line. That's where we were last time before we scored. Going to roll out to the left here. Going to fire that one quickly as Armstrong is wide open. As they left him by himself, why not hit the easy target? All right, going to go back to pass here. Daniel's just going to take off. He'll get hit by the linebacker. He's going to go upfield for 7. Go back to pass here on this one. They'll throw that one toward Frizzell, and Frizzell is right there at the goal line. That is going to be 1st and goal now. As Frizzell nearly had a touchdown there as he was on the stop and go. And they're going to hand that one off. Peterson will not make the end zone. And this time Peterson will walk in. That's a touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the day for Adrian Peterson. As last time they were pinned this deep, they couldn't get much going as Charlie Trippy's already got a touchdown, 71 yards on the day, and they're going to hand off, and that is going to be blown up. Bryce Pop back there. That's a TFL, tackle for loss, for 2. Let's see if they're going to continue to run the ball like this. I don't believe they've thrown it yet, as they go offset out to the weak side left, tight end to the right. As O'Donnell is calling the signals, he'll go back to pass this time, and he's going to throw that one. That is going to be Grant who gets up there and swats it. Good play by him. Owen Grant able to get the hand up and deflect it just enough to prevent the receiver from taking that one to the house. 3rd and 12 now, 2:08 left in the first quarter, as we've already had a 21-point setup for the quarter, as O'Donnell's going to drop that one off, and that's going to be going nowhere, as that is going to be tackle Bryce Pop over there as well to make that hit, and that's going to be 4th down. 1st and 10 now at the 42. Peterson has had a good run so far in today's game. And he's scored twice already thanks to some good blocking, as that is going to be no gain there. Could not get to the outside, as he's got 42 yards on the day thanks to a 41-yard run for a touchdown. We'll try something a little bit here. We're going to do something we normally don't do. Go back to pass on this one. Daniel's going to fling that one, and Moss had to stretch out but couldn't get it, as McDaniel fired that one as hard as he could and missed his guy. Well, back to pass there, going to fling that one in the direction of Moss, but he is well covered. That is incomplete. 1st and 10 now for Tampa Bay at the 13, and an opportunity to try and get this game back in their favor as they go big package. Back to pass, they'll dump that off. That's a screen. Grant can't make the tackle. That's going to be out of bounds at the 32. Big gain for them. O'Donnell going to hand this off again, and that's going to be a broken tackle. McCollum comes over, makes the hit. Trippy now with 72 yards. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Kings lead this one 14-7 at home after 1 quarter of play. As Tampa Bay looking to try and see if they can move this football. And they will hand off. That is going to go up the gut and to the right, and that is going to be Trippy getting some big yards. They're finally brought down after a huge run. As O'Donnell is going to look to see what he can do here. He'll toss this left. That's going nowhere. 2 receivers to the right there as they're going to hand that one off. That's going to be a huge tackle. That was Gallion that made that hit. As that outside linebacker has been making some big plays this season. I formation this time with 3 receivers. O'Donnell will go back to pass. He's going to dump that off right, and that is going to go out of bounds at the 32. So they will be going for a field goal here. And this is going to be a big kick that's going to wobble itself just where it needs to go. 48-yarder is good, and the Top Guns get a little closer now. Stephen Owen, the big kick, as that one straight enough. You see Chris Carter, he's been quiet today, as we'll be looking to try and see if we can get him involved a little bit as well. Move Frizzell in motion, defense will adjust, so let's change some things up there. Back to pass here. Throw that to Peterson. Peterson will get it, and he's going to get a convoy. He's going to have a bit of running room there. It's going to be about 15 yards. A big first down there. Back to pass on this one. Going to throw this one toward Carter. Carter is way out of reach there. That is going to be going flying out of bounds. And try the rollout here on this one. And old McDaniel destroyed in the backfield. Back to pass on this one. Gonna fire this one deep, and that is going to be intercepted. And that is going to be a good return there. No idea that guy was close enough to make that play. Fred Marion, the free safety, was back there. He's watching, and he jumped it. Charles Trippy already 100 yards on the day out of only 9 carries, as he's got their touchdown. As that is going to be handed off, and he's going to run all through the line. 7 yards there. That puts him at 110. And they will hand this off. That is going to be Trippy up the middle, and he's going to get just enough for the first down there. 1st and 10 to 23. Offset out of the strong side there, as they've got everybody in there, and that's going to be a big handoff. And Trippy's going to find nothing but purple jerseys. Jim Marshall over there. 2nd and 12. Time to take it down in the 2nd quarter. Kings will get the football back, but they want to try and see if they can at least get one more possession, as this will be a handoff and a good tackle by Kane in the backfield. Tackle for loss for him. 3rd and 15. Neil O'Donnell has got to make a play this time. Offset out with 3 receivers, as he will go back to pass. He's going to dump that off. That is not going to be what they need, as that is going to be the 2-minute warning, and they will have to go for a field goal. As Owen will be trying to put this one through the uprights just like he did last time. He's just going to have to aim a little to the left here, as that is going to be up, and that is going to be straight down the middle. Up in and good, and Tampa Bay is down by 1. Back to pass here on this one. We'll throw that quickly, and that one well defended there by the cornerback. Aaron Burnell able to get that one. See if we can get this run play to work here. Toss this out to Peterson. Peterson's going to find no room in that left side. Max Warren with the tackle. Stop as they kept Peterson from going where he needed. Back to pass here. Dump that off to Peterson. Peterson's going to find a bit of a lane. He's going to get out of bounds there. That's going to be a first down. Back to pass here on this. Throw that left. That's going to be dropped as Armstrong could not get his hands on it. Back to pass here. Throw that one short, and that is going to be in and out of the hands of the receiver. That was Frizzell. Third down. Back to pass on this one. McDaniel's going to take off. He's going to find midfield, and then that's going to be a timeout. Kings with a first down. That was 75 yards on the day to get through that interception, so that's kind of hurting his average a bit. Oh, and McDaniel's going to drop the football, and that is going to be a turnover. Back to pass here for O'Donnell. He's going to drop that one off. That's going to be trippy. He's going to get tackled only after 2 timeout. Oh, good grief. And that was a bad play there. And a lot of bad plays there, as that one's going to be a free stoppage as well. And this will be back to pass there. O'Donnell looking, and he's going to go down. That's a sack. Back to pass here from O'Donnell. This time he's going to get dropped again. Keith Millard finds him. That's another timeout for Tampa Bay. And it's going to be back to pass here for O'Donnell. He's going to scramble. He's going to look. He's going to fire that one over the middle. And that is going to be a tackle there about the 30-yard line, 29-yard line. So time ticking down. They'll call their timeout and then bring the kicker out. And that is going to be up, in, and good. And the Tampa Bay Top Guns find a way to get the lead before the end of the half. That's going to be the end of the first half. Kings lose the lead now. Top Guns snatch it from 16-14 after one half of football. As we'll take a look at the stats here in this game. It's been a tale of a couple of different quarters, as Top Guns have 153 yards. Total offense, 135 for the Kings. Kings are a little bit balanced with the running and passing, even though the rushing was only one big run play. Adrian Peterson, 41 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, as you see the big run that started things off for the Kings. As you see Keith Millard and Gallion both with sacks on the day. McDaniel, 75 passing yards. O'Donnell with 45. It's been run game today as Owen has hit all 3 of his field goals. You see Trippy breaking tackles left, right, and center as he found nothing but the end zone on that play. And that brought this to a tie game. And then after that, Adrian Peterson on the short little play, able to get into the end zone for the second time. That's number 2 for him, as Trippy's got 180 yards on the day. As you see another big run for Trippy as he finds a big lane. Finally brought down before getting into the end zone. As it's just been a good day for Trippy today, all day, as McDaniel looking to try and make something happen there. Throws the interception. And that's been a bit of a problem lately of turning the football over. And then a bunch of field goals from Owen has put this team in the lead. 16-14 the score at the moment, as the Kings have just let this game get out of hand, as there's another turnover there from McDaniel trying to throw the football away and just couldn't do it fast enough. Bryce Pop with 5 tackles on the day. Kane, the defensive end, has 4 tackles on the day. It's been real good tackling for the defense when they're in position, that is. So second half of action ready to get started here. Kings will get the football. Peterson back to see if he can make a repeat of what he did in the last game. Able to get a kick return touchdown, as we had an amazing game last game. Kick return touchdown for Peterson, a punt return touchdown for Randy Moss. And now we've got a big lane here for Peterson. He's going to get all the way out to the 48. And here we go. Got to try and get Carter involved in this offense at some point, as we'll try and run this one up the gut. Peterson's going to find a couple of yards at least on midfield, as he's got 43 on the day. Here we go, 2nd and 8 now. Back to pass on this one. McDaniel will just take off, and he's going to drop the football again. Well, this game is falling apart after the second touchdown, as that is going to be Wilcox in front of it. Incomplete. Hogue and Trippy are in the backfield there for the Top Guns as they go offset eye to the left. And they're going to hand that off. And Trippy's going to spin move one, but he can't get past everybody. 3rd and 7 now, as the third quarter still in its infancy. Back to pass here on this one. O'Donnell's going to dump that off. That's not going to go anywhere. That'll be 4th down. So back to pass on this one. Dump that off. Try to get that to Carter. Carter will get it. That'll be a short 4-yard gain as we switched them up on the formation. And back to pass on this one. Throw that one short and couldn't get it to the receiver. 3rd down. I'll hand that off to Peterson. Peterson's going to find some room, and he will fight his way near the 1st down, but not quite able to get it. 4th down. We'll just go for it here. Why not? I'll hand that off. Peterson will get the 1st. That's what we needed. Back to pass on this one. Gonna throw this to the left-hand side, and that is going to be in and out of the hands of the receiver. I believe that was Luke that was trying to make the catch there. Could not get it. Back to pass on this one. Dump that off to Peterson. Peterson's going to try to take off there, but he can't do it. Not fast enough, as I believe Dave Wilcox was there. Back to pass on this one. Daniel's going to try and step up, but he can't get anything there as the defense was watching him just good enough. 4th down. As this is going to be handed off. Trippy's going to get far right side, and he's wide open. And finally brought down at the 35-yard line. Nearly 150 yards on the day already. So Kings are starting to bend a little more than they need to right now. I formation, ball at the 35 now, as they give up a 32-yard gain, as that is going to be Trippy again, as McCullum doesn't fall for the spin move. High formation with a big jumbo package in there, and they're going to hand that off. Trippy, he's going to get taken down after a yard. 3rd down. This will be a great stop for the defense if they can get it, and they will get it. Good tackle. That was Scott Studwell, the stud. And it's going to be a big handoff for Peterson. Peterson's going to find some room there, and he'll get about 11, maybe 12 yards that time. Back to pass here on this one. And McDaniel's going to take off, and he's going to take a big hit there. High formation there. Peterson will get at least a couple of yards there. 1st down. That'll be how the third quarter is going to end. Minneapolis Kings are behind by a couple of points here as the Tampa Bay Top Guns found a way back, but it's been a close game ever since. 16-14 the score after 3. We got 7 minutes left in this game. We got to figure out what's going to be going on here. Peterson will get the counter handoff, and that's a great tackle. That is Jack Youngblood, the defensive end. He spun his guy and found Peterson. Back to pass here on this one. Gonna fire that one to Peterson. Peterson's got it. He's going to run his way upfield. 3rd down now. He'll run this one up the gut. Peterson is going to get the 1st down there. So good job by them. And Tampa Bay is going to challenge the spot of the football. So the coach didn't think he made it, but it's going to be close, as he might not have made it. And if he didn't, we'll just run the same play again.
After review, the call of the field is overturned. The Top Guns will not be charged.
And we'll get this one up the gut. Peterson's going to lower the shoulder, and he's got that 1st down. I'll launch this one toward Chris Carter, and that's going to be too far out in front there. McDaniel could not find him. 2nd and 10 now. We'll fake the handoff there. McDaniel's going to take off. He's going to get most of the yards there. And handoff there. Peterson's going to get the 1st down. We'll fire that one quickly. Chris Carter's got that one, and that is going to be inside the 5 to the 3. That is a 1st down. 1st and goal. Trying to see if we can wear this defense out a little bit. As Peterson is going to get a yard there maybe. 2nd and goal here. And Peterson will find the end zone. Touchdown, Kings. You see Charlie Trippy, 149 yards on the day, just over 7 yards a carry. As O'Donnell will look to pass here. He's going to dump that off. That is caught by Blitnikoff, who has got that one easily 5 yards. 2nd and 5 now, as they're going to go with a big package here. And they will actually throw this. That's going to be dumped off. Studwell can't catch him. And that is going to be a huge gain out to the 47-yard line. 1st down for Trippy. They are down by 5, 21-16 the score. They are now past midfield of the 47, as that is going to be Trippy up the gut for 2. 5. They cannot get a field goal out of this drive. They're going to have to score touchdowns. That is dropped off, and Blitnikoff is going to take this one inside the 30. Big catch for him, as he was over the middle and wide open. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line with just over 3 minutes to go. Offset out to the weak side. 3 receivers out there. And they will hand this off. That is going to be Trippy again for 5. Even if they score here, they'll have to try and go for 2 to see if they can hang on to a bigger lead, as that was a massive hit there. That was Bryce Pop. 3rd and 4 now, as Neil O'Donnell goes to the line. Offset out to the strong side. They will toss this left, and Trippy's not going anywhere. 4th down. That's going to be a 2-minute warning. They're looking at 4th and 5 now, and they have to convert here. Blitnikoff going out to the far left where he is best. This is going to be the down that the Kings need, one way or the other. And they will actually hand this off. Trippy's going to get caught at the line of scrimmage, as Adam Williams makes his second tackle, and that one's for a loss. That is turnover on downs. And this will be the final kneel down here as Jay McDaniel takes the knee. And even though he had 3 turnovers today, the defense played well enough that the Minneapolis Kings could be on top. They will win it 21-16 over the Tampa Bay Top Guns as they get another home win, and they continue their hopes of getting a playoff spot. As we check out the post-game show, Kings in the day 268 yards as they were a well-balanced team today. The Top Guns basically relied on their running, and Trippy, 244 yards on the day for them, as you see McDaniel doing everything he could to possibly keep this team in it, but able to lose the football there. It made it his second turnover, as you see Trippy there coming out of the backfield there all the way back in his own end zone with a huge run as he ended the day with well over 150 yards. Owen hitting all 3 of his field goals in this one, as you see Peterson able to find the end zone one more time, and it's his 3rd touchdown he gets on the day, as he did pretty well in this one, also getting 81 yards in receiving yards, so that definitely helped out as he had 81 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Trippy 151 yards and the 1 touchdown, as you see tackling Wilcox for Tampa Bay with 8 tackles, as Peterson was a big part in this one as he was doing everything he possibly could to run through guys where he could. McDaniel ends the day 142 yards passing on the day, as he wasn't able to do much other than throw a huge bit of yards to Peterson. Peterson with 81 yards rushing and receiving for 162 total yards and 3 touchdowns, all of them being on the ground. So we will check out the post-game stats as we look. Neil O'Donnell gets 96.9 rating, 10 for 12, 87 yards. As McDaniel, 11 for 21, 52%, 142 yards. And McDaniel had the 1 interception, also had the 2 fumbles that he lost as well. Rushing-wise, Trippy, 24 yards rushing, 157 yards and a touchdown. Peterson, though, 18 attempts, 81 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the day with 81 yards receiving, 4.5 yards average on the day. So definitely respectable, as Trippy had 3 receptions, 40 yards on the day. Blidnikov 3 for 21, Martin 1 for 17. The most catches today, though, was Peterson with 7 catches for 81 yards. As Porter had 3 for 9, Carter had 2 for 26, Martin 1 for 17, Armstrong 1 for 16, Frizzell 1 for 19. As this was definitely a pretty interesting day. Randy Moss did not get a catch today. He was targeted 3 times but just could not get the football. Wilcox 8 tackles today, 3 assisted. Bryce Pop 7 and 3. Kane had 5 tackles on the day, as Spielman had 4 and 3, McCollum 4, Warren Marion, Wilcox, and Studwell each with 3 on the day. Sack-wise, Roberts and Thornton had 1 sack for Tampa Bay apiece, as Millard and Gallion had 1 sack as well. The interception went to Marion, who was in front of a good one there. Stephen Owen able to hit all 3 of his field goals, the longest being the 49-yarder. That started the avalanche of scoring, but they just were not able to put together enough offense to be able to keep things going, as the Top Guns fall to the Kings in this one. So the next opponent for the Kings is going to be the Milwaukee Indians, as it's been a very interesting one here, as the Indians last time fell to the Kings 31-20. So it'll be interesting to see how well we can do against them in this one. as we take a brief look at the guys we'll be looking up against. As it's going to be a rough outing for sure if we just can't get our offense going. But I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And hope you have a great rest of your day. May God bless you. Take care.